Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel, leave your thumbs up, and leave your comments. We're going to talk a little bit about mandates. We have some new mandates that's already here and some that are coming. Let's talk about them. Okay, on this morning's video, we talked about the national lockdown mandate and how Joe Biden's team now does not believe that that is the appropriate thing to do. They're looking at a more targeted lockdown, and I think that's a good idea. There is some places that should be locked down, but the federal government is now saying that they can't mandate a lockdown. It's got to be up to the state governors to do that for their states. Okay, wearing masks. You know, you go into a grocery store or a restaurant or whatever, and you always see the sign on the door, masks are required before entering this building. How many times have you went to Walmart and people are not wearing masks? How many times have you went to a restaurant, people's up walking around everywhere without a mask? But yet, the owners of those establishments don't do anything about it. The police does not do anything about it. We have to change that. We need a mandate to require wearing masks, and we need to take the appropriate steps if people don't. Whether that be fines, whether that be going to jail, whatever. I'm not saying what the appropriate action should be, but the police should step in and make sure they're wearing masks or remove them from the premises. Even when you're outside in a group of people, you need to wear a mask. Now that we're facing these lockdowns and people are not being able to gather indoors as much as we have been in the past month or so, even gatherings outside needs to be masked. New Mexico and Oregon both, you can only have gatherings outside up to 6 people, and you still have to wear a mask. They're taking it real serious. Y'all, we will never get out of this unless people does their part and put on a mask. It's so easy to do. Me and my wife went to a restaurant today. It was a Chinese buffet. They have gloves for you to wear there so you can serve yourself safely. And they say at the door, you have to be gloved and you have to wear your mask to enter the building. I was up getting some food from the buffet. There was a guy, real big guy. He could have probably took me with one hit. But he had his mask down on his chin, not on his face. I said, you really should put on your mask when you're at the buffet. He said, what? I guess he didn't think I'd be ballsy enough to repeat it. I said, you really should put on your mask when you're at the buffet. He reached up and put it on. You just need to call these people out. Let them know that they're doing wrong. Because some of them may not be doing wrong. They might have just forgotten. Because I know a lot of times when I go in somewhere, I forget my mask leaving in the car. By the time I get to the door, I realize it, and I have to turn around and go back. So they may not be doing wrong. They may just have forgotten it. We just need to remind them. And these businesses, they're so scared of losing business now, and I can understand that. But they need to remind the customers anytime they see them without a mask to put them on. I don't see a lot of business owners or business workers doing that. Y'all, this whole thing of them paying people to be locked down for 4 to 6 weeks. Don't hold your breath for that. I don't see that happening at all, especially now that the COVID task force has said we don't really need a full lockdown. And I agree with them. We don't need a full lockdown. But there's a lot of people that when they hear that you're going to get some money, they depend on that because they need it that bad. Y'all, I'm telling you, don't hold your breath for that money. It's not going to happen. It don't look like. Now, will Joe Biden do a stimulus package with a stimulus check? Yes, I believe he will. And I think he will do it as fast as humanly possible. But even for that, don't hold your breath. We have to wait and see. He may have some hurdles to jump, but him and Harris is going to work as fast as they can. They've already gone to work on it. But it's not a whole lot they can do right now. Y'all, we are going to get out of this. I think the country is facing a big turnaround. Everybody is saying we're facing our darkest days. Yes, I believe that too. But it's always darker before daylight. And I believe we are headed for a big turnaround. Dr. Fauci has even said with this new vaccine, he don't think the pandemic will be a pandemic much longer because the vaccine is going to turn that around. I know a lot of people don't like Dr. Fauci. I didn't at first, but he's beginning to make a lot of sense. And now with the Surgeon General from the Obama administration saying what he said, that we don't need a national lockdown, I feel better about that. Y'all just know, we are going to get out of this. I had a comment from someone today that really disturbed me. And after commenting back and forth to him, I realized he's hurting. And I told him I understood completely, and I will pray for him. Y'all, we just have to show compassion for everyone. We have to understand when people flies off the handle at you, it's not because they're flying off the handle at you. It's COVID fatigue. It's driving everybody up the wall. So many people are needing mental help on account of this. So many people are losing everything they have on account of this. This is the worst disaster, and it is a disaster that the world has ever faced. But I do have total faith that we will get through it. All we have to do is just ask God to intervene and take the leading control. And He will help us through it. But I do see mandates coming in the form of mask wearing, smaller groups of people. I do see that kind of stuff coming. But as far as a nationwide lockdown, I don't see that happening. Now, there is some places that needs it, and I understand that. It's going to be really hard on those people. And they're going to need stimulus. So I hope Joe Biden and his team can get a stimulus check passed before this happens. And I hope it's an ongoing stimulus check to continue to help people. Nancy Pelosi has lost a lot of her power now. So maybe that's a good thing. We still have the same Congress. So Joe Biden is in for an uphill battle. We just have to pray that he can get the job done. And I think he can. Y'all, keep your faith in God. He will see us through this. Pray for our country. Pray for our leaders. Pray for everyone that's been hurt by COVID. Pray for everybody that's been hurt by our government. Pray for everyone around the world. Do it every day. God said when two people joins together in prayer, He does hear it. And if we all get together and touch our computers at one time, everybody around the world, if you're on the internet, just touch your computers. There's somebody else touching their computers and praying too. And God will hear it. Y'all, I love you all. Please come back tonight and watch mine and my wife's show at 9 o'clock. We don't talk stimulus. We don't talk politics there. We just have a lot of good fun. I think you'll like it. If you've never seen it, please come over and watch it. It's on the same channel. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come back. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to come back. But please, try it out one time. We have a lot of fun over there. You can ask your questions and I'll answer them tomorrow night. Y'all, I love you all. Keep your chins up and pray to God for a healing of our world. Ciao.